of any number of years, you probably came across one of these. This is a McCulloch 610. I acquired this saw for $100 off of a gentleman about an hour and 20 minutes from where I live. It did come with a carrying case, which I still have. I do have the original 20-inch bar that goes with this saw, but it was beat up to death. I did do some trading around, and I ended up with this 16-inch bar and chain. The chain's brand new. It's only been used a handful of times, so it's still sharp. My son really likes to use this saw. One thing that I really do like about this saw is the handbrake. It's a little touchy, but whenever you do want to use it, it's really easy to get it to engage. But let's talk about some history about this McCulloch. From 85 to 94 is when this saw was produced. There are many versions of this saw. This is a 3.7 cubic inch motor, and it is 60 cc's. I'll be honest with you, running this particular saw and running like another 60 cc saw, for instance, say like a 262 Husqvarna. I know that the Husqvarna is going to have a little bit more oomph to it than this thing, but this thing is a torque monster. This saw you can lean on and it will cut. I have seen people put 24-inch bars on this thing and didn't even bog it down. This one has been gone through and cleaned. The only thing that I don't have is a air filter for it. This particular model came from the factory with a Zama carburetor. These models here are actually made out of die cast, but it does have plastic starter cover, and let's see, what else does it have? Plastic gas tank, and the oil tank is not plastic. It is it's magnesium. It's the cast. So yeah, but like longevity, how much fuel can you get out of one of these? I've ran 2 tanks out of it, and I've tried to time it, but like my best guess is like 35 minutes. I know that it seems like a lot for some saws, but I really do think it's right around 35 minutes. If it's not 35 minutes, it's like right at 30 minutes. But I do know this: a Husqvarna 550 XP will only last you about 35 minutes if you're like continuously using the saw. I didn't continuously use this saw, but I did run 2 tanks through this saw. But on average, I did use this saw for give or take 2 hours. In that time, I actually did run a tank out. So I'd say give or take 30-35 minutes you'll get out of this saw. I know a lot of people don't like this saw. It does get a bad rap. And I really don't know why. I guess it's the looks of the saw itself, or they say it's not McCulloch made, or it's not the McCulloch brand. It doesn't look like a McCulloch. It's black and yellow and it says McCulloch on it. So it's a McCulloch. It may have the newer symbol up here on the top of the breather cover, but it's a McCulloch through and through. The badges down here the serial number and everything like that. This is all original. This right here was a one owner saw. I really did pay $100 for it. That was when I first got into saws, and I didn't really know much about, you know, what saws are worth, or how much I should actually spend on a saw. Like when I first started, I was really into McCulloch's. I had a friend that showed me, you know, a few of his saws. He's got a few older ones. I actually have a Model 15 hanging up above the camera right here. I love that saw. Paid $75 for it and got a friend to run it for me and put a different carburetor on it, and I ain't looked back since. That saw sparked this whole, like, saw adventure. You know, that saw led to this saw. I led to another few other saws that I've owned and sold. But I've kept this saw. I've not sold it. I like it. I like the way it runs. It's not like a high-powered torque monster, but it will cut. This saw right here is for someone that doesn't know a lot about saws, but you know, you want to start cutting firewood, or you want to start a cut firewood business. Like you're just cutting up limbs like that, and you need a saw to do that with. This is a good saw. I've cut hickory, I've cut poplar, I've cut pine, I've cut sycamore, and I have cut black pine with this saw. The fastest I've seen it cut through was a poplar. You know, we all know poplars are a soft tree. Hickory, not so much. It took a little bit, but you know, that thing was like, I'd say probably 8 to 10 inches round. But you know, like I said, you can lean on this saw, and it's a really good saw. I think the reason why I'm really drawn to McCulloch is the colors, the black and yellow colors. And you know, McCulloch back in the day had a really good reputation for making their saws until they were bought out and sold, you know. But like I said, I've not sold this saw. I've kept this saw, and if I keep a saw, that tells you that I like a saw. I may buy a saw to flip it to make more money off of it, or I might buy a saw to fix it and sell, so I can put money into something like this, or you know, 2 or 3 other saws that I'm building. I want to answer a question for someone that asked me, do I do any kind of porting and stuff like that? No, I do not. I don't. I'm not that type of saw person. I like to put them back to original, the way they looked whenever they come off of the factory floor. I don't know why, I like the factory look, but that clears up that question. But yeah, that's the McCulloch 610. And if you can find a deal like $50, I'd definitely jump on this saw. It's a really good saw. If you can find 2 or 3 saws like this, like I said, there's various, like the number. This one's 610, but there's like a 650, and yeah, you just have to look into it. But again, this is a good saw. I am a McCulloch fanboy, so yeah. Until the next video, you guys have a wonderful day.